You don't enjoy. Let me talk to my young people. You don't enjoy sex at marriage after you have tried every model of Volkswagen. You can't. But our young people want to taste and feel. How does Passat feels like? How does Jetta feels like? How does Polo feel like? Need to move to Golf. Mago ko setiyo ko wacho no do upgrade. Let me now taste Volkswagen Touran. To chomo Touareg. To donje Tiguan. So he has a feel of all those models. The day now you want to drive your car. Omanise bilo Touareg koki yudo Polo. Kati chako to ngi. Stick with one. Just stick with the one you got. At least you have no idea what the others feel. Stick with one. One like this. I know you are in a conquering game for men. And they'll sit as boys and they say, Kalen shakapitia. Apo hakuna kitu. Yeah, ule dem ni mpoa. Baridi. Be careful. No wonder God equates sex to marriage. The minute you engage in sex, heaven counts it as marriage. Did you know that? The minute you engage in sex, heaven counts it as marriage. Exodus 22. Exodus 22. Today we want to see who's better here than the other. 22, 16, 17. If a man entices a virgin who is not betrothed, umekatia dem, alafu ukamconvince ukamweka box, na hauna intention ya kumuoa, you're not even engaged. You're not. You have no plan to marry her. I've seen men that do a hit and run, and when you say, so you now get married, say, me, I didn't have plans to marry her. I salute men that marry women that have children who are hit and run, and they take care like it is theirs. God bless you. When you find that kind of a woman and you think you want to marry her, accept her with the baggage and garbage. Don't try to separate her with her child. So God had directed, if a man entices a virgin who's not betrothed and lies with her, he shall surely pay what? The bride price for her to be his what? Wife. And even if you're not ready to marry her, listen to what the Lord had commanded. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, the girl wants you, yes, because she's already carrying a pregnancy. But the father looks at you and looks at a lousy cabbage of a man and says, Nyathena, don't go into marriage because you got pregnant. If her father refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money according to the bride price of what? Of virgins. It means umelipa mahari kwa boma fulani ndio auishi na yeye, lakini utakaanga ukijua hapa kuna ng'ombe nilifanya nini? Niliacha. So at times be careful when you say I am the first wife to this guy. You never know. You could be the 20th. You could be the 20th. The fact that you walked down this aisle does not qualify you as wife number 1. The guy amepitia 50 kabla yako. Ni bibi zake huku mbinguni. Kuna vitu zingine tutajibu Mungu ni ngumu. Soul ties are not easy to break because you've already had a taste of multiple men and women and therefore cannot enjoy sex in marriage because you keep comparing. Number 3, it defines a high sexual standard that cannot be met by anybody. Particularly, I said, when you get into pornography, your idea of sex and perception changes. No woman will meet it. no woman at all will meet it. Because the image in the head is not the image on the bed. What is spinning in your mind is not the woman lying on the bed. And reconciling the two is very difficult. Very difficult. Number 4, marriage will never bring an end to fornication. If you thought you can sleep around and stop when you're married, marriage never brings an end to fornication. In fact, fornication is the prerequisite to adultery because both are outside of marriage. You just graduate. Fornication, marriage, you graduate to adultery. It's already a part of you. Sleeping around is not new to you. It's only the title that changes. Fornication to adultery. There's no guarantee that it will stop. So marriage is not sufficient to preserve you from the corrupt habits of youth. Number 5, this is serious. Evil spirits are transmitted through sex, if you didn't know. Demons are transmitted through sex. So you have a man who has a demon of adultery. And the wife is an innocent girl. They begin to stay. And then the girl from nowhere, because it's a demon of adultery transferred in her, she begins to say, Dongo wuotho oko. Abe anyalo wuotho oko. That's how they reason. If he goes outside, I can also go outside. It is not her speaking. It's a demon in her. So a very innocent girl begins to go out. Demons are transmitted through sex. All forms of demons. Careful who you sleep around with. They could be possessed. And all forms of demons in them will get into you. Demons of laziness, adultery, demons of gossip, poverty. You're forever poor because you slept around. This is not a small thing. Sleeping around is not just going in and coming out. There's a lot more to it. Don't try this at home. Your family has stagnated forever because you carry those demons. Come pump them on your wife. I talk to my women. There is no good thing as being a spiritual woman because demons can't reside in that kind of a woman. So when your husband goes around sleeping, stay home on your knees, pray. When they come back with demons, they can't enter because they find a spiritually charged house. So charged, they can't. But when you're just in there, alikuwa ananipea 20,000 ya shopping, siku hizi ananipea 10. Anapeleka 10 kwa mama mwingine huko Manyata. That is all you're thinking of. He comes with them, dumps them on you. Careful. If you have a demonic matter, the better. But if you don't know who you're dealing with, careful. You might carry a curse into your home. My dear brothers, sisters, daughters, sons, fathers, mothers, I speak to you as one who knows this.